Kazuya Mishima.
One of the only planeswalkers this deck actually plays is Gideon, but I have one in the main and one in the side. Ah! It goes to grasp, Kefnet, save life, censor. A freshly drawn censor. That I keep getting reminded every time I see something like Grasp of Darkness, how people try to argue, like people who are confused about how Indestructible works. People are saying like, oh, you bolt the thing and then it goes down to whatever toughness. Like, no, that is not how that works, sir. The way you know how damage it, you mark 3 damage on it or whatever, but it does not reduce the toughness. If you want to do toughness, you gotta do something like Grasp of Darkness. Shit. Honestly, I swear, it always triggers me whenever I hear someone say that. I'm always fucking reminded of that shit. Turns out, you can still get up to 7 cards. Down to 4, but he can activate Kefnet, bounce a land, drop a turn instead of 7. Aww. Replacement Kefnet. The only way for this deck to kill Kefnet is to double Grasp of Darkness. Yeah, you wouldn't know it just by looking at it, but blue-white control is rather well set up
God damn
against
it.
Delirium.
Fucking bitch!
That's the funny thing about Tireless Tracker. You want to play your land after it, but if you play it like censor. I censored a good number of Chris's Tireless Tracker. This is great. It always feels great. Nice.
No! Fucking bitch.
Yeah, I need to leave a little bit early because I'm treating to shit. Yeah, I should probably. I'm gonna go take a shower after this. Yeah, like 10 minutes when this is over, I'll take a shower.
Alright.
I want to leave a little bit early because I gotta trade in a bunch of shit to Matt so I can get the shit. Which also includes a few of the cards I need for my deck tonight.
No, why did I do that? No, fucking bitch. Damn it. Oh, great, I get to fight my favorite fucking piece of shit character, Alicia. Fucking bitch. Oh great, I get to fight Heihachi, my favorite.
I honestly don't know if I want to bring a modern deck.
I would. You never know.
Yeah, probably will. I don't know if I really want to put modern down there.
Fucking bitch. No. There's helicopters flying by. A lot of them.
Yes.
Fuck me! You fucking killed me with the fucking spin kick. God damn it! God damn it. Yeah, take that, you piece of shit. That attack is such crap. God! Fucking Heihachi, man.
Why
Fuck.
do you do this? No. If only you had Fumigate in your hand. Yeah, pulls a great draw. You get to 8 lands. I'm just gonna draw 6. Discard 1. Slam.
On.
Boy could use some light. Dude, this is kind of board state when they just have like the single Gonti in play where Dovin is really good. I'd let Noxious Gearhulk resolve. I mean, you don't have anything in play to get killed. He's rather pull for 6, honestly.
Turbo battle with Eddie, really? That's lovely.
It's like, if they're just going for beats with Gonti, like, Dovin would be really great in that board state. They'd have to animate. Oh, wow. Those 2 lands, Glare, Alliance, Kefnet. The pull. Another Kefnet. Stop being.
Oh shit. Oh. Come on, get this in. There we go.
Yep, 3 hits and crit.
Ah, fuck, I left myself in for that.
Negate disallow. Oh yeah, boy. Draws Immolating Player. Oh yeah, boy.
What?
Why didn't you call me back when I fucking called you?
You called me?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear my phone ring.
That's all that shit in that room.
That's all the old direct TV boxes.
That's funny.
God damn it. Fucking shit.
I mean, you could be pointing Immolating Glares at him, but you know, you could activate Kefnet's ability and suddenly you can block now. You wouldn't mind eating a Hissing Quagmire with Kefnet or something?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to get rid of Kefnet.
No, Kefnet's indestructible.
Oh, that's right, Death Touch.
Indestructible and give a fuck about Death Touch.
Yeah.
He's gonna attack with those 3, like, you could just get rid of all 3 if you really don't care about Torrential Gearhulk because you have Kefnet in play. You could activate Kefnet. Yeah. Seems like what he's gonna do. Nom all 3 of them. Glare one of the Quagmires. Nom both of them. Yep. Trade Gearhulk for Red Quagmire. I mean, he's at 4. So. I mean, you got Kefnet, you got backup Kefnet, so you don't. And you just drew another Gearhulk. And he drew another one. He's got 2 Gearhulks. Yeah, I can let go of the first one. Yeah, we have double torrential Gearhulk, so I guess we're ahead. Gearhulk, they saw the next thing they do. It's like, draw spells are okay at this point in the game, especially if it's just like only draws a single card, like Vessel Nascency. Yeah, you can have that, it'll just counter what you get off of it when you go to play. We'll draw the thing anyway. Why all this? I mean, if you were at 4, I would counter that. I would highly advise just Gearhulk and Scatter at this current moment. Still have Disallow and Negate. Back up. Gearhulk, Negate, Sensor. No.
Fuck.
Gearhulk and you. Dude. And choose not to count. And now you can't attack with Kefnet without using his ability. Dumb. See, the difference is I was actually looking at his graveyard. That's the difference. He thought he had a Glimmer in there. No, he didn't. It would have been much better to Gearhulk, Disallow, then Disallow, and then Gearhulk with the no viable target. But then, if he had just gone Gearhulk, Disallow, and kept the Disallow in his hand, he wouldn't have had to activate Kefnet main phase to activate. He's just realizing he could have did what I said. Frank is a goof. I like the full art gates, but I prefer my normal art. I prefer normal cards. I don't really like full art cards. Except for full art lands. But I have a couple sets of matching lands. Gearhulk Disallow. I would.
Fuck. Oh.
Yep, they can see.
Fuck! Fucking combo's a bitch.
You know, I actually watched a video from Frank the other day saying that he thinks Jace the Mind Sculptor should be unbanned for Modern. He actually had some reasonable arguments with it. Stuff like, because, you know, Jace is great and all. He starts on 3 loyalty. He's got a 0 that's just Brainstorm. +1 is like Scry 1 for target player. He's got like a -1 to unsummon something, and his ultimate basically ends the game, but you know. He dies to, because he has some of those arguments where like a lot of these aggro decks is like, you'll die on turn 4, like turn you get to play Jace, and Jace dies like every card out of the burn deck and shit like that. If you don't go for like his +1, you want a Brainstorm, he just dies to a lightning bolt or something. All these other, you know, like combo decks and shit. You're saying it's like Jace isn't as impactful, is not good necessarily good enough for Modern, so they should unban him. You know, He isn't that great in the modern meta, honestly. 4-mana Planeswalker that's only way to interact with the board is -1 to bounce a creature.
What's this +1 do?
+1 is scry 1 for target player. His 0 is a brainstorm.
And his alt.
Ult's like exile all cards from the target player's deck and then shuffle their hand into their deck. So it's like a -10 or some shit. Like you would, or maybe not -10, but it's one of those things where you'd have to sit there and plus him consecutively for like 6 turns or something to ult him or something like that. Actually look him up, because I don't remember the numbers. I'm actually curious. Because like, Jace is expensive as all hell. Like, you should go watch that video if you get the free time. Look up like Frank Lepore, Jace the Mind Sculptor. It was a very recent video.
Yeah.
The blog. He writes a lot of articles for Channel Fireball. Alright, let's see, because he does start at 1, or maybe it's a +2? What the fuck is this? Alright, okay, yeah, it's +2 for the Scry 1, 0 for Brainstorm, -1 for Unsummon. He starts at 3 and his ult is -12. You'd have to plus him 5 times consecutively, uninterrupted, to ultimate. Yeah. And his plus is it's not very good. Like, reasons why he's great in Legacy is because Legacy, people don't play super aggressive decks, they play shit like a Force of Will, and you can like put a Jason board, and all he really does is brainstorm every turn or some shit. Maybe he goes for that ult because it's a way to win the game. And like these like control decks that'll play like Deathrite Shaman, your Nemesis, and you Abrupt Decaying your shit, and Force of Will your thing. Honestly, like, if they would unban him, he'd probably go up in price first of all, but I wouldn't actually really like him. I mean, really, you said they'd go on control decks, but control decks aren't at the forefront of the format like the aggro decks are. All of them.
Oh, yeah.
Just an aggressive format. Like, you look at, there's another one you talk about, is like, Jace would do absolutely nothing against, like, Affinity or Infect. Absolutely nothing. You'll be dead by the time he comes down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like all these things. Like, it actually makes a lot of sense. Like, it makes sense why something like Splinter Twin got banned, because that was you win on the spot.
Yeah.
Jace doesn't win the game. Like, he might win the game 8 turns later if your opponent doesn't do anything about him and hasn't killed you by the time you played him. At that rate, you know, fucking a Johnny Vengeant is a lot better than Jace the Mind Sculptor in Modern. His ult comes off a lot sooner than his. He starts at 3, I think. He's got a -2 to Lightning Helix, goes down to 1. And his ultimate is -7, and you +1 4 turns, and then you can ult him to Armageddon target player.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than Jace. But Jace is banned.
Oh, maybe they had
For
their
some
reasons.
I mean, I'm sure they do, but it is reasonable to have him unbanned. Like, maybe he'll make, like, he was talking about stuff like what they should do with, like, banned cards. Because, like, there's some cards that, what cards got unbanned recently? Like, he was talking about ones that, like, got unbanned, but nobody was still really even playing them.
Yeah.
Like, this card that was so good, or whatever, that they had to ban it, and they unbanned it, and nobody gives a shit. And they're saying they should do that with more cards. They should just unban it to see if it makes waves. If it does, just ban it again. They've done that with other cards. If it doesn't, just leave it there. It makes sense. It is a very reasonable thing to do. Not necessarily just for Jace, just for, like, all the cards, just, like, unban it, see if it breaks the format or something, or if people even use it. If they don't use it, whatever. Just leave it. If it's a problem, just ban it again. They've done that with any number of other cards. I need to go take a shower.
Alright.
It's like 5 o'clock? It's 4:50. We should probably leave at like 5:30. Because I gotta trade in like a handful of cards and shit. And buy cards that I need for my deck tonight. I'll be right.
Fucking shit. Come on. Come on, I gotta win this special match. Ooh, get in this shit. Yeah. Ah, you kidding me? Come on, punch him. There you go. Fucking fantastic. Yeah, got that combo in. Fuck you, double bitch. Give me my special chest.